Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I'm doing something that's quite needed in this day and age, and basically it's just a phone cleaner. This uses UV rays to hopefully kill off all the baddies that live on your phone. They always say your phone's got more bacteria than your toilet and all this sort of stuff. Don't know how true that is, but it might be different types of bacteria that aren't quite as lethal as if you were to lick your toilet seat. Anywho, I would like to review this, see if it's any good. This I got from Home Bargains in the UK and it cost me £9.99, so £10. If it works, it's a great £10 spent. If it doesn't, it may not be. I'm not sure how I'm going to demonstrate whether this works or not. I haven't quite decided, I'm not quite sure. If I had a petri dish of, a poisonous something or other, we could try that, but yeah, I don't. So yeah, we'll just give it a go. Basically, if it's going to be a cheap and cheerful thing that's only got like tiny little UV lights and they're not going to do anything, then we've sort of got our answer. It's not going to work, is it? But anyway, let's review it anyway. Let's get on. Okay, so this is it. As I say, I've spent £10 on this, or £9.99, and so it's not sort of chuck away money. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive either. So I'd like it to work, especially because of what it is and what it's supposed to do. If you find out like the bleach suddenly doesn't contain any bleach anymore and you're just putting water on things, you're not going to be happy. Same with this. You want it to work. You're putting your trust in it. It's like medicine. You put your trust in it. If it doesn't work, if it's not medicine, for example, then you're killing people. This sort of thing may not be as important like that, but people will trust this to clean their phone. And if they've been to somewhere that's contaminated and they're worried that especially with the coronavirus, etc., if this doesn't actually work and it's given a false sense of security, this could be very dangerous. But let's open it up and have a look inside. Oh, I didn't do the whole what's inside. So proven to kill 99% of germs and bacteria, It's a UVC disinfection box with an oil diffuser. That's something I didn't mention. I'm not sure why you'd put essential oils in it. If you want your phone to smell like, an old person's cupboard, that's fine. Micro USB powered, and it disinfects phones, watches, glasses and jewellery with two little asterisks by them. So what does that say? Essential oils fits most items up to 6.5 inches. Right. Through the UV radiation, the DNA structure of a single-celled virus is damaged. This will lead to the virus being destroyed or lose the ability to reproduce. It takes 30 seconds or more for the effects of sterilization to take effect. It has been proven that ultraviolet light can destroy influenza, streptococcus, pneumonia, staphylococcus aureus, and E. coli. I don't know if that's the actual word, but I couldn't read that one. Okay, it's USB powered. Sorry about the rain if you can hear it. USB powered, working temperature -10 degrees C up to +50 degrees. Rated input 5 volts at 2 amps. USB power output 5 watts. Sterilization power 2 watts. Aromatherapy power 1 watt. Max power 10 watts. It weighs 316 grams. It's got the UV lights, sterilization button, micro USB input cable, voice broadcast aromatherapy button. Disinfection aromatherapy progress display, and the oil diffusers at the back. Okay, let's get inside it. Like you'd expect, very, very light, not super cheap feeling plastic, but it doesn't feel like it's got any sort of expense to it at all, Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at this and I'll be back. Okay, lots of blurb about, don't look directly at infrared bulbs. Oh, that's something okay, so it does look like there's at least 2 infrared lights, or there's only one, no. Alright, you have a look here, there's two different types of LEDs. And the same here, two different types of LEDs, and they're staggered like that. So I'd assume that they've put in probably a blue LED either side and then the infrared ones to make it look like it's more powerful, or it uses a different coloured LED just to tell you that the diffuser's on. I'm not sure, but we'll see in a second. Right, I'm going to try this now. Is this going to be long enough for my charger? Probably not. Where does it plug in? Okay, at the front. That seems a bit weird. Why at the front?
Device on.
Wow, it's got a voice. Shiny, happy people, that's amazing. Right, if I press sterilize now, do not look directly in it. Yeah.
The disinfection and coating process is in progress.
So these two are the disinfection, as in the UV, because they show up better on the camera than they do in real life. And then these two are just fakes. They're not infrared at all. Let me just make sure, UV, sorry. Let me just make sure of that though. Yes, I'd say that's correct. Can we just turn it off partway through?
The disinfection and coating process is in progress. Hello. The disinfection and coating process is in progress.
It's not letting me turn it off. Cheeky. So, now,
Device on.
you can get these where they are like a little Faraday cage. This one obviously is not, but I am going to put my phone in there, and I will leave it for the full amount of time. I won't let you have to sit through that, don't worry. But first off, let's see if it fits. Yeah. Now, I wonder if you'd have to turn it over, because part of my case is now touching the bottom. Rude. Right.
Hello.
Hello.
The disinfection and coating process is in progress.
Awesome. Right, I'll be back when it finishes.
Disinfection coating process completed.
Okay, it's done. So I take my phone out and it's all, it's disappeared. My phone was a germ. Okay, and my phone hasn't exploded, so that's a good thing. While it was on, I actually tested my headset. Obviously, I'm wearing a headset right now, and I could listen to my audio, which means there's no Faraday cage kind of thing going on. Faraday cage, by the way, is just a cage with a very small mesh, which stops electrical signals, etc. Some of them are designed to be like that, so that you can actually just watch your, put your phone in there and forget about it and not have to listen to the rest of the world phoning you and stuff. One thing I have just noticed is there's little knobbles here, which actually lift the phone slightly off its, off itself. Now, my phone actually has this on the back, which is bigger than those knobbles, so I should, in future, put it upside down, possibly. Let's just see if that's big enough. Yes, there you go. If I put it upside down, it'll actually keep it so that it can do both sides of it. But I don't really know how I could test this to see if it definitely works, but I'm going to investigate and I'll be back. Right, there are UV test cards that you can use for like your reptile enclosures, that kind of thing, to see if the UV is working and if it's correct, etc. So I'm going to see if I can get one of them and see if we can test this. Back soon. Okay, so this is the UV thing, and you use it for sort of like your pet tanks and stuff to know if the UV light is whatever, genuine possibly, I don't really know. But this is the UV sensitive bit, so I'm not going to keep it out here for too long, but I'm going to plop it here, whop it down, and once it's done, hopefully that should look different.
Hello. The disinfection and coating process is in progress. Disinfection coating process completed.
Right. If this is not fully covered, then it doesn't work. And it is. Oh, that's really... Can you actually see that in this? Like, can you see how purple it is compared to it being before? That's really hard to pick up on the camera. It might be alright, but I'm seeing that as bright purple. Well, pastel purple, which means it is getting everywhere. I will try it upside down again, and if that works as well, then it's all good. I mean, yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that works. I'm happy with that. I know that that now is giving off enough UV. Now I know for a fact that 2 of the LEDs are not UV, but you know, it's still giving enough. So I'm happy with that. This works. Right, first off, we'll address the hair. The elves cut my hair in my sleep. Okay, I'm not going to go into that too much more than that. You know, Santa's going to be getting a strongly worded letter from me. Any hoodles. Right, that's where I'm leaving this. It works, as far as I can tell, well enough. You know, they'll have had to do some tests. They can't just put it works and then leave it at that. I can test it to the point where yes, it does use UV lights, and UV lights do kill germs, etc. So yes, I can prove that they're UV lights, but nothing more than that. You know, I don't have petri dishes of certain viruses in my fridge, or not ones I'm prepared to kill anyway. No, I don't, before any sort of, like, you know, band of federal agents come in my house. But I say I'm leaving it there, and that is because normally I test the whole thing, but this has a incense aromatherapy button, and that basically, I assume it's a piezoelectric buzzery thing, or a diffuser of some kind that will pump smell into the air. Now, I'm hypoosmic, meaning I've got like a very, very good sense of smell, and if you bring essential oils within about 2 million miles from me, my head explodes. Okay, not completely true, however, it's, you know, strong senses, strong smells like that I really don't get on well with. You know, they can give you quite bad headaches, etc. So I try to stay away from that. So if I was to put it in there now, let's say I get an essential oil and put it in there, I might as well throw it away because I wouldn't use it again. So I won't test that side of things for you guys, I'm sorry, because I obviously use the things I buy and I don't want to sort of waste it by using it on something else. So if you do get one, try it, leave a comment, because I'd like to know if it works and, you know, etc. I assume it does as well. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that was helpful to one of you or a million of you, whatever. And I will be back again next week. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye for now.